welcome to the game that y'all asked for, and by y'all I mean me and Trevor, because we want to do it 100%, do it its justice, and get it right. It's Final Fantasy. What number is this one? Which one's this?
V1.
Oh, it's Final Fantasy 1. So this is.
Are you ready for hours of grinding?
Yes, all the grinding. So, here's the deal with this, guys. It's FF7, obviously. This is going to be a run over the course of several months. And my goal for this is not necessarily a speed run, but to do things efficiently, do things 100%, which includes beating Emerald and Ruby Weapon, Master Materia, all that stuff, and try to show you. This is one of those games that I know a lot about because I used to spend a lot of time on the GameFAQs board, and I've read all the strategy guides and just talked about the game a lot. I know a lot about it, so hopefully you'll get a little bit of information about here. I'm not going to speed through things, so if there's something that I can show you that's a little out of the way, that's kind of cool, like translation errors, or maybe items you never saw before, material you never saw before, I'm going to show you. So, I'm not necessarily going to be screwing around, and I'm not necessarily going to be flying through the game. I'm gonna be talking to people and doing stuff like that. Because FF7 is one of those weird games, and we're gonna have we're gonna have 80 to 100 hours to talk about this. My waifu.
Actually, not at all.
What's that?
Eris is not my waifu.
Yeah, Eris is not my waifu. We're gonna be talking a lot about just why this game is so strange. It's often quoted as one of the best games ever, but it's not often quoted as being one of the strangest games ever. And my hypothesis for that is
no one played it.
The exact time period that it came out, right at the start of the 3D movement. And right before games started getting super mainstream, but after they got kind of polished. So,
this game was pretty much a landmark.
It's definitely a landmark. I look at it as, all these years from now, I went from thinking it was the best game ever to the worst game ever, and now my official view on it is pretty much, it's a really, really, really unpolished, in its own way, masterpiece. But we can't call it a perfect game. We can't call it the best game of all time, because it just isn't. It has so many things wrong with it. But the things that are wrong with it are the things that make it good. And we'll point those out as we go on. So, let's get started.
Such as the excellent character models.
Well, I'm not even going to talk about the graphics, because that's not even fair. For the time this came out, it looked so good.
It does look really good.
You guys got to remember that in 1997, this was the bomb.
Yeah.
This is even beyond 360 to 360 to Xbox One. This is it.
And honestly, when you get into battles, it looks good, even to like later PS1 games.
Yep.
Even some PS2 games.
Yeah, some stuff in the battles and like in the cinematics look better than some PS2 games. Trevor's exactly right. So I'm EX Soldier. I forgot to
7.
I forgot to change the battle speed, so this first battle will not be fast.
That critical. Thank you, dog.
Thank you, base dog. Thank you so much.
God.
Whoa! Wow.
Dude, the dog has been
freaking speedrunners wish they had this kind of stuff going on. First battle, get a level. Sweet. So I'm gonna take a second out of my day and change some stuff for EX Soldier. Battle speed fast. Battle message fast. Field message fast. ATB recommended, and we're gonna change the window color. Why?
Because we can.
Because we can.
We're gonna change it to black.
I don't know. That's not going to a good level. So green plus blue is a nice little teal. So different.
I like it.
Much improved. I like it. Yep, I like it.
Nice, epic.
I might change it later, but cool for now.
You can also change all the 4 borders to just be awful.
Yeah, right.
Pink, orange, and just like every color.
Soldier, aren't they the enemy? He was in Soldier. It's Poop Butt. I'm not going to change the names at all. Because I can't. Cloud, eh? I'm... Whoa. I'm also going to take the time to let the text scroll so you guys get a chance to read. Because if you're not familiar with the story, this is a good chance to, you know, get into it.
Brennan, have you ever played this game?
Nope.
Seriously?
Seen anything?
Nope. Never.
But more than likely, you're totally familiar with the story. I'm still not going to skip through the text or anything like that.
Oh.
Glorious.
Oh.
I love these kind of cinematics. The ones that are like everything but the
run.
character models are fancy, and the character models are the same. It's kind of neat. Also, Midgar, which is, spoilers, the city you're in, is one of the strangest things in video game history ever. It's just weird, and we'll go over a lot of that, you know, as we get to it. Give me that critical.
Still die regardless.
Oh, okay. Dude, did he just, like, knife me? Oh, one other thing that I'm gonna do, like I said, beat Emerald and Ruby Weapon, get all the Master Materia, do all the side quests, obviously. One other thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to do my absolute best to never escape from a battle. Because
You get something.
Because I can. Actually, in this game you don't, but because I can.
Well, a guy's dialogue is different.
Yes, a guy's dialogue is different, yep.
In case you don't know, me and Spencer knows more than me, but I also know a lot about this game.
Well, Trevor, the thing he has on me is he watches a lot more speedruns of this than I do. I'm not really familiar with how speedrun works, so like I said, I'm in no way doing any sort of speedrun tactics.
Yeah, I mean, Midgar is pretty much buy grenades.
This is a pure Let's Play. I am not so much a walkthrough, but pretty much perfectly a Let's Play. I'm going to take my time to do stuff. Like this.
Are you gonna buy 1 billion grenades?
I actually don't ever buy grenades. You see that? That's the final boss, the hand that goes on you.
No.
I always have the hand on me because sometimes it's hard to see loading zones.
Yeah, I usually do it in, like, train graveyard and a couple other places.
Switch on.
This Barrett guy, I don't know if I can trust him. This is my reaction. The planet's dying, Brandon.
Is Cloud edgy?
And that's something we'll go into more later in the thing.
It's very complicated.
It's very complicated. Because the long and the short of it, and we'll see it more, is that nowadays Cloud, whether you have Advent Children, the movie, or Kingdom Hearts, is very dark. Not so much
it's angsty.
Angsty. Not so much edgy, because that's different, but angsty. And the thing is, the Cloud that you see in this game, which leads me to believe leads me to believe that a lot of people actually haven't played this game and just like talking about it. He has problems, but overall, if I had to pick one word to describe Cloud, it would be sarcastic. Or jackass, or something like that.
Yes, I would use that exact word.
I mean, that's what he is. He's 21 years old. There's not a question that he has problems and he has dark things that he thinks and bad stuff happens to him. But overall, if the one word wouldn't be angsty, it would be jackass. Because a lot of the stuff he says is jackassery. He has 2, attractive females going after him, and he pretty much doesn't care about either of them. But he dismisses them in a jackassy way. I guess it just kind of is what it is. But we'll see that more. Ding! I don't know. I'm getting a lot of battles. I don't know what happened to cause that to be a thing. Where people think that Cloud is a super dark character. I personally don't get it.
I don't get it either.
But
I don't know what happened with Dirge Cerberus and Advent Children to make them change it so much.
Is Cloud in Dirge Cerberus?
Yeah, a little bit. Okay.
Because I know Vincent's character is pretty much the same in between. Vincent's a pretty one-dimensional character, but he is
Cloud into Vincent.
Pretty much. Yeah, Vincent in this game is a one-dimensional character, but he is a optional character, so I can understand. You don't have to get him to beat the game.
Yeah, but the other optional character isn't one-dimensional at all.
Yeah, that's true. Most characters in this game are actually pretty well-rounded, which is nice. You don't have, besides possibly Vincent. You don't have any characters that are like, well, some of them like Yuffie appear one-dimensional, but really aren't in the end. Vincent's story is pretty much everything is suffering. Leave me be in my coffin. One of the things, I'm actually playing through this game right now, the part I'm at is on Disc 3, and at the very end where you're just leveling stuff up. And of course, I'm not going to get there for several months, so I got time. But one of the interesting things about this game is by the end, you can get super all-powerful. But the thing is, a lot of the materia combinations to allow you to do that aren't available till the very, very, very end of the game. And not only that, a lot of them are extremely well hidden, so much so that I couldn't imagine somebody finding them without a guide. I'm not necessarily talking about, like, Knights of the Round, more stuff like, oh, it doesn't let me do materia yet. That's interesting.
Set us up the bomb. Brandon, any questions so far?
No.
This isn't just a reactor.
Brandon, what do you have to say to your loyal fans?
Hi.
You've been fairly silent the
Yeah,
entire
it's because
time.
you guys have been talking.
I do have lots of
Because
words.
you guys.
I have lots of
nothing
words to say about this game, so that is completely
can
fair.
add
Probably we will be doing 0 amounts of commentary during this.
You can add some comic relief. You could just be like,
Top well!
Whammy wazzle!
Weasel, wazzle, butts. The end.
Now, here's an unpopular opinion. I like this music as boss music better than the actual boss theme of this game.
I do really, really like the boss music, so I would have to disagree with that.
I do like the boss music in this game, but I like this music a lot.
Don't Scorpion tell me, bro.
Big shot. Oh, one thing you should know, limit breaks are top priority, so if you use one, you cancel out anything else that's set beforehand.
Yes. Trevor has that right. So say I have all 3 people attacking, and then Barrett at the last second puts through a limit break. His will go first before any enemy, before anybody else. The limit break will be first.
So sometimes it's advantageous to just sort of save your limit break.
Especially since I'm not going to level up very much in the beginning of the game. Eris's limit breaks for me are very helpful.
Weird. Really? Potion.
Can't help it, bro. He's going to put that tail up.
Dude, you should attack him.
Do you see how fast that goes? Maybe I should turn that down a little.
Yeah.
I couldn't even read that. Essentially,
It said that the tail is up, don't attack or you get counterattacked.
Yeah, I'll turn down battle message. Field message will be fast though. Now, from a very early point in the game, I will be trying to raise my limit breaks. There's 4 levels of limit breaks. For the first 3, the long and the short is there's 2 limit breaks on each level. You always start with the 1, obviously. Everyone has 1 limit break. To get to the second one, you have to use your certain limit break a certain amount of times. I think it's 6 or 8. So that'll get you limit break. I call it limit break 1.2. To get to limit level 2, you have to kill a certain amount of enemies. Once you get to limit level 2, you have to use that limit level 2 a certain amount of times, and it goes on and on. Double level up.
Assault gun.
But we'll see that more. "10 minutes until detonation.
Please evacuate the building.
Dang, I need to do Resident Evil 2. I forget if it's Leon B or Claire B.
Don't you always do Claire A and then Leon B?
I think so.
Or wait,
Well,
no,
remember, I have it
you
saved.
do Leon A. I forget.
I think I did Claire. Claire. I just didn't get a chance to practice because it's a lot more complicated. Every time that I start this up, I'm like, 10 minutes! Oh gosh! And even if you get into like so many random encounters, That 10 minutes is so much time. Although every time I still get freaked out.
It's not even close.
Like when you have 20 minutes to
Dude, you can get into like a bunch of encounters and you're fine.
yeah.
But back attack is kind of annoying.
Luckily Barrett is technically back row.
The reason why they're taking... Well, Barrett's a long-range user, so being in the back row is fine, but when Cloud is in the back row, you see that he takes less damage, but he also deals less damage. So ideally, you keep like characters like Eris, magic users in the back, because they don't deal a lot of damage in the first place.
Fire! Fire! Even right now, I'm like, oh boy, I hope I have enough time. And I mean, in reality, I have so much time. I'm still like, geez, only 8 minutes and 30 seconds. I wonder how I'll be able to do this. Oh, while we're still early on, I will tell you that I'm going to show you everything that I possibly can in the game, with the exception of a few times where I'm going to be leveling both Materia and myself, just like levels up off screen, simply because you don't really want to watch me battle for 3 straight hours. I won't really have much to talk about at that point.
And there's some side quests that take hours of grinding, so...
I thought about it, and I had a really, really hard time with the Chocobo breeding. I might do some of that off-screen. But that's several sit-downs from now. So we'll see. Like I said, I had a really hard time getting differing genders of blue and green Chocobos. Like, I probably tried it and reset it maybe 50, 100 times. It took me so long. Switch on.
He pressed it down.
No, Cloud, what are you doing? I'm trying to kill myself. I got nothing to live for. I'm angsty.
Code deciphered.
Yeah, so if you didn't save Jesse at that point, Biggs will be like, "War Jesse," and you'll be like, "IDK."
Then you have to go again.
Yep. Da-da. Oh, I will be skipping all the tutorials.
No!
Because reasons. Because they're really long in this game. Not quite as long as Final Fantasy VIII. Those tutorials are... wow.
Wow, is that like...
Wow.
Well, I mean, the first, like, 3 hours of that game is a tutorial.
Pretty much. I mean, there's... That Final Fantasy VIII really changed... Yeah, what did I have, like 6.5 minutes left or something like that?
And you got into some bad encounters. Jesse. Come on.
Jesse. Whoa. That's Brandon's butt after Taco Bell.
Yep. You'd be pretty correct.
Did you guys have the Taco Bell breakfast yet?
No, nor do I really... Oh, no, I do wanna, but...
Right.
I think the last time I went was like on Wednesday, and we got there at like 11:10, and they stopped. The one I went to stopped at 11, and I was like, "Really? It stops at 11?"
Oh.
Yeah.
So what time do they open up? Like 6 a.m. now?
Yes. Well, Kevin told me that the one near where he lives in Reading, it does breakfast all day. So I guess the one in Lancaster is just kind of lame.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know.
What just happened?
He's on fire. They broke through wherever the heck they were hiding to get out of there, because they broke into the reactor in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, the reactor exploded, and there's probably a lot of rubble everywhere. You can see, like, everything is destroyed, so they were trapped, and they set plastic explosives.
Dude, the
the
backgrounds in this game are so good, especially in Midgar. So good. So I'm gonna go out of my way to...
Whoa, 625, my birthday!
To be really, really mean to Eris. For reasons you'll see later.
Dude, the date, you gotta be with Tifa.
I forget which one's worse. I think
Probably nothing, hey, listen.
No, because if you say no, if you say nothing, hey, listen, you have a chance to buy a flower.
Oh.
And if you buy a flower, obviously that's the best you can do. So, just what the heck's going on? Thank you, based everything. I'm interested to see, like, what my grand total will be at the end, because on the file I have right now, I have a lot of like just downtime where I kind of just sat the controller down and just did whatever.
Oh, you're gonna fight them all?
Yeah, I'm gonna fight these. It's not technically running away. At least I'll fight the first one.
I mean, these battles are easy and good experience, so why not?
That feeling. Dude, you knifed me, dude. Don't tase me, Brandon.
Don't tase me, brah.
Yeah, they're okay experience. Especially at such an early level.
Humph.
I think if you don't choose right away, you get into a fight.
Yeah, it automatically does it.
Luckily,
why would you choose to go in and use your baton when you have a gun?
Yeah. Maybe it's after you see your friend use it, and literally, I mean, what's 4 out of 330 like? That would be like somebody like touching your foot
less than,
and being like,
it's 1%.
"Ow, my foot." This guy is a god.
And 1% is like a bug bite or something.
1%
Something that draws
might be like
blood.
this.
Something that draws blood slightly. Maybe a paper cut.
Okay.
No, it would be more than that. Maybe just like a bruise or something like that. Because it'll take a while, but you'll eventually die.
I guess that's true. I mean, if you get paper cuts on every inch of your body, I guess bad things will happen.
That sounds pretty awful.
When you go down to 330, you get a paper cut on your jugular.
Oh.
I just made myself.
Oh, this is me in real life.
Grab him.
Me.
That was the weird thing. They like make Cloud look still the regular model, but it's obviously pre-rendered. So I always thought that was weird when they did that in certain cutscenes.
Huh.
Yeah, and then in some cutscenes they'll look like full adult, well-made people.
Crazy motorcycle.
Cloud never came. What? So, do you think Cloud's...
Do I look like a mind reader?
Barrett is Brandon.
Yep.
That's me.
Nothing, sorry.
Oh, by the way.
Worst time in the world. I'm angry about a thing.
Oh, by the way.
About money.
This is me entering any room. Cloud.
Jesse, come on.
Looks like I'm a little late. Like, look at this. That's such a jackass thing to say. It's no big deal.
See, that's not angsty at all.
That's not angsty at all. She. Thanks, bro. Hey, clap. Thanks, Mom.
Oh, Jesse. Oh, Jesse.
This is Brandon's public transportation to work. He's the girl on the left.
I'm the guy on the right.
That's Brandon.
Boom!
talk to this guy.
That guy's the most important character in the game.
The leader sitting next to you.